I don't know who originated these. Honestly, I don't even remember where I saw them. But, you know, you take a moderately heavy dumbbell. I mean, I'm gonna grab the 50s and I kind of hold them right in front of me like this. Like my biceps are in front of my lats and my hands are right on top of my quads. And one arm at a time, I use just my pecs to pull the dumbbell across my body. This looks pretty cool if you're wearing just a stringer, because your fucking pec fibers just jump out at you like a Freddy Fazbear game-ending spook. But I'll say this, it's not necessarily an awesome movement because you don't get any work in the stretched position. Usually I like this as like a pre-exhaustion. Like, I would love to do this set really, like, honestly, I don't do any movements for chest that burn as much as this.
All right, if you've watched any fitness content in the last year, you know who this is. So let's break down this exercise. So what this is a low to high crossbody dumbbell fly. This movement primarily targets the pec with an emphasis on the clavicular or the upper fibers due to that upward angle. The pec major is responsible for adduction of the arm, internal rotation of the humerus, and shoulder flexion, a lot of which are engaged during this low to high crossbody movement. The exercise effectively targets the clavicular upper fibers of the chest by incorporating shoulder flexion and upward adduction, mimicking the pec's natural role in bringing the arm diagonally across the body and up. By crossing the body's midline, this movement enables deeper fiber recruitment and activation in the shortened position. So he also talks about the stretched position versus the shortened position. So is the stretched position important for hypertrophy? Yes, but not always. Working in the stretched position increases mechanical tension, which is a critical factor in hypertrophy. However, peak contraction, where the muscle is fully shortened, is also a powerful growth stimulus. Exercises that emphasize this contraction, like the low to high fly, overload the shortened range, contributing to muscle density and shape. And like you mentioned, incorporating movements in both positions can be ideal for fully developing the pecs. I do think that there's a way to improve this exercise still. When you're using a dumbbell, the force vector is vertical in the top, so gravity's pulling it down. Tension is highest at the start, but it actually drops off as the arm lifts. This limits engagement at peak contraction, reducing the effectiveness of the movement at the top where we want it. To fix this, simply use a cable. A low to high cable fly aligns the force vector horizontally and vertically, which maintains that tension throughout the movement, especially at the top where the pec is most contracted. Making this small adjustment ensures that the clavicular fibers stay engaged through the full range of motion, maximizing hypertrophy potential. So try that low to high cable fly combined with some deeper chest exercises the next time you hit chest.